Venue, Grace Nation International Headquarters, Plot 4 to 12, Oshofison Street off Odozi Street by Erike Bus Stop, Ojudubega, Lagos, Nigeria. Happy Thanksgiving.
Some of them, they are old, looking free. The enemy have succeeded. They are gone. No matter the amount of money given to them, it will never make up. Because if you lose the money, you can still recover. But any years lost cannot be recovered back. God kept you. God preserved you. So someone can frame you. Do you know how many times you are in a position to be framed, but somehow you walked out of it? Somehow you didn't even know what carried you. You didn't even know how you walked out. You didn't even know how God did it. You are not even aware. Let me put it this way so you can understand. The battles you see are more than the ones you don't see. You didn't hear me? The battles you see are much more. The battles you see, the ones you don't see are much more. When you are sleeping, there are many things going on, but God preserved you. There are arrows flying here and there, but every time they fly, God keeps you. Every time they fly, God keeps you. The Bible says every time Saul would throw the arrow towards David, David would dodge it. How? By the hand of God. By the hand of God. The first thing to Thanksgiving, I said something on Sunday that the Mother Earth does not respond to people who are ungrateful. The Mother Earth responds to grateful and praiseful people. To what? Yeah, that's what the Mother Earth responds to. So one thing you should begin to do, ask yourself, what shall I render? What can I give to him? What shall I render to the Lord for all his benefit towards me? What shall I render to the Lord towards his benefit? Like the woman came and said, I am that woman. I am the woman. I know you don't recognize me anymore, but I am the woman. I came here and your God did it for me. I am here to return. The Bible said she came with what? bullocks. She came with what? How many? 3. Go back to chapter 1 of 1 Samuel. Let's begin from verse 21 so you can understand things. So she thought within herself, what is it? What shall I render to the Lord for all the benefits? If you indeed feel God has been good to you, at least for the gift of life, he has blessed you, delivered you, what shall you render?
And the man Elkanah and all his house went up to offer unto the Lord the yearly sacrifice.
You see, they went, so there is annual thanksgiving. There is yearly sacrifice. Many people, they take this for granted. The man Elkanah went to offer his what? His what? Yearly sacrifice. Him and his family. So you and your family have to offer a yearly sacrifice for God's divine intervention for 2020. You have to offer a yearly sacrifice. Say, God, any altar that will be raised against me for my 2020 not to go smooth, as we offer this sacrifice, as we give you thanksgiving. Gratitude is an application for more. Gratitude is an what? Application for more. Let's see, go ahead.
The yearly sacrifice and his vow. But Hannah went not up, for she said to her husband, I will not go up until the child be weaned. And then I will bring him, and that he may appear before the Lord, and there abide forever. And Elkanah her husband said unto her, do what seemeth thee good. Tarry until thou hast weaned him. Only the Lord establish his word. So the woman abode, and gave her son suck until she weaned him. And when she had weaned him, she took him up with her, with 3 bullocks.
Hold on. How many bullocks? 3. She sat down and said, no, if I give, what shall I render to the Lord for all his benefits? What shall I render to the Lord for all his benefits? She said, 1 bullock, not enough. 2, not enough. She said, let me give 3. I used to be called a barren woman. Now I am no longer a barren woman. I would have been dead, but I am alive. She took 3 bullocks.
And 1 ephah of flour, and a bottle of wine.
You see, she brought a lot of things. So that, she said, what shall I render unto the Lord for all his benefit? Then she took 3 bulls or bullocks. 3. Then she brought other things along with it and said, I am going to give thanks to God for this child I ask him, and he's also giving to me. So your eyes must be open and look around you and say, God, thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for your blessing. Thank you for helping me. I know where I'm coming from. I know how far you have helped me. I know how far you have brought me. I know the family I'm coming from. I know it was only by you, by your finger. You alone made it possible for me to be alive. Somebody shout a big amen. Luke 17 verse 15. Luke 17 and number 15. Luke chapter number 17 and verse number 15.
And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, and with a loud voice glorified God.
One of them, when he saw that he was what? Healed. One of them, when he saw that he was healed, what did he do?
Turned back.
With a what?
Loud voice.
And did what? Glorify God. You don't used to have a job, now you have a job. When he saw what God has done, he turned around to do what? To glorify him with a loud voice. That means a loud testimony. Hey, I can remember when I came here, God has done this for me with a loud voice. Now, why? You can see, I'll show you here why application is a necessity. I mean, why gratitude is a necessity. Why is a necessity? You will see from this place. Read on.
and fell down on his face.
He fell down on his face
At his feet.
at his feet,
Giving him thanks.
giving him thanks.
And he was a Samaritan.
Uh-huh.
And Jesus answering said,
So among the 10 persons that Jesus healed, they all came the same time, came for the same prayer line, came for the same deliverance, the same time, 10 of them, they were us. Now, this one is the foreigner among all of them. This one is a Samaritan, a foreigner. Remember the dispute between Jesus and the Samaritan women at the well in John chapter 4. The woman said, we are not permitted to, you people are not permitted to drink. We are not even permitted to give you because we don't have anything, what? In common. Remember Jesus and the Syrophoenician woman. Jesus said to the woman pleaded for Jesus, please heal my daughter. She's possessed, she's under demonic attack. Jesus said, we cannot give bread, the bread of little children to dogs, because we have nothing in common. And the woman said, I know, sir. I know that we are not qualified, but I know dog can still manage to eat the crumbs that fell from the table. So she was logical enough to make Jesus bend to the rule that was existing. So this one was a foreigner, a Samaritan. But the rest 9 of them who saw it as entitlement. When somebody do good for you, it's not because you are entitled to it. Appreciate them. When you are able to appreciate men, you will be able to appreciate God. And the reason why the world is a bad place today is not just because the devil. The Bible said men shall become lovers of themselves. The spirit of the last days, according to 2 Timothy. Men shall become lovers of themselves. They just want to do things for themselves. They don't care who they hurt or not. The reason why somebody helps you today, you misbehave tomorrow, and the person becomes skeptical to help another person again. When you see some people, don't say they are wicked. This one is not helping people. You don't know how many people they have helped that messed up. Are you sure you are getting what I'm saying? But because it is obligational by the reason of covenant principles that we must do good.